Today, we're paying tribute to Tendai Ndoro, the Zimbabwean football star who lit up the pitch for Orlando Pirates, Chicken Inn, and the Warriors, earning the nickname, Fire 7, for his explosive goals. Tragically, he passed away on August 18, 2025, at just 40 years old, leaving fans across Zimbabwe, South Africa, and beyond in shock. In this video, we're diving into his cause of death, wife, family, children, net worth, lifestyle, and a full biography that traces his journey from Bulawayo to the Premier Soccer League. This is gonna be a long one, filled with his triumphs, struggles, and the legacy he left behind. So grab a drink, get comfy, and let's honor Tendai Ndoro's incredible life. Let's start with the heartbreaking news, Tendai Ndoro's cause of death. On August 18, 2025, Tendai passed away at 40 in South Africa, as confirmed by sports journalist Yvonne Mangunda on Facebook and reported by outlets like iHarare and Zimliv. The exact cause wasn't immediately clear, but Tendai had been battling serious health issues for years. Since 2021, he was diagnosed with diabetes, which severely impacted his vision, forcing him to retire from football in November 2021. In May 2025, he underwent surgery in South Africa to remove a tumor under his armpit, amid rumors of diabetes-related complications. Posts on X and reports from Zimliv noted he'd been hospitalized in Durban earlier in 2025, with fans speculating his health struggles were linked to his rapid weight loss seen in viral 2021 photos at Simba Bora's training ground. Tendai himself spoke about a spiritual attack affecting his health, not tied to financial or marital woes, in a 2023 interview with iHarare. While no official coroner's report has been public as of August 2025, it's likely his passing was tied to these ongoing health battles, possibly diabetes complications or post-surgery issues. Tributes poured in from fans and players like Marvelous Nakamba, calling him a gentleman and a Pirates legend. If more details emerge, we'll keep you posted. Let me know in the comments if you hear updates. Now, let's dive into Tendai's biography, because his journey from a Bulawayo kid to a PSL star is pure inspiration, with plenty of highs and lows. Tendai Passion Ndoro was born on May 15, 1985, in Lviv, Bulawayo, Zimbabwe, to parents Silas and Christina Ndoro. Growing up in a working-class family, he fell in love with football early, playing in the streets of Bulawayo. He attended Nkita High School, where his talent shone, and by 2011, he was making waves with Chicken Inn in Zimbabwe's Premier Soccer League. At 26, he debuted professionally, scoring consistently and catching the eye of scouts. In 2012, after the Port Said Stadium riot halted Egyptian football, he trialed with FC Basel in Switzerland but didn't sign. Instead, in 2013, he joined South Africa's Black Aces, though he was loaned back to Chicken Inn for the rest of that season. By 2014, he was a Black Aces star, netting 14 goals in 41 appearances over 2 seasons. His big break came in 2015 when Orlando Pirates signed him. That's where Fire 7 was born, as he became a fan favorite with his flair and goals, reportedly earning $6,000 a week at his peak. In 2017, he moved to Saudi Arabia's Al Faisali, one of the highest-paid African stars at the time, but his 2017-18 season was messy, playing for Pirates, Al Faisali, and Ajax Cape Town breached FIFA rules, leading to Ajax's relegation after forfeiting games. He joined Highlands Park in 2018, but by May 2020, they let him go, cutting his $100,000 monthly salary to $80,000 during COVID lockdowns. His last pro stint was with Al Araba in Oman in 2019, but the club went bankrupt in 2020, leaving him in a rough spot mentally and financially. Health issues, diabetes and vision problems, forced his retirement in 2021, though he trained with Simba Bora in Zimbabwe, hoping for a comeback. Off the pitch, Tendai faced personal drama. A high-profile divorce, cheating allegations, and financial struggles fueled tabloids. Yet, he bounced back, finding love again and welcoming a son in 2023. His 57 goals for club and country, plus his charity work in Bulawayo, like funding schools, cemented his legacy. In 2024, he was making public appearances, looking healthier, and even flaunted a $120,000 Mercedes-Benz GLE 450D, signaling a comeback before his untimely death. On his age, Tendai was 40 when he passed on August 18, 2025, born on May 15, 1985. At 5 feet 8 inches with a lean, athletic build, he was known for his speed and aerial ability, though his frail appearance in 2021 photos worried fans. By 2024, he looked revitalized, thanks to treatment and a renewed focus on faith, as he shared in interviews. His youthfulness on and off the pitch made his early passing even more shocking. Now, let's talk about his wife and love life, which was a roller coaster that grabbed headlines. Tendai's most publicized marriage was to Thando Maseko, full name Thandakyle Grace Maseko, a South African he married on September 20, 2017, in Johannesburg. Thando, born August 29, 1983, was 42 in 2025. Their marriage hit turbulence fast. By June 2018, Thando accused Tendai of domestic violence, alleging he strangled her and threw a TV at her during a fight over car keys. Tendai spent a weekend in jail, released on $100 bail, but the marriage crumbled, ending in 2018. Reports claimed Thando kicked him out of their Kyalami Estates home and took his assets, as he'd registered cars and property in her name. Thando denied this in a 2021 iHarare interview, saying they lived in a rented Boksburg house, not Kyalami, and she never took his wealth. She clarified they had one car, a VW Golf. And Tendai's lavish lifestyle, like driving a Porsche or Range Rover, came after their split when he dated someone else. In 2024, Tendai backed her up on Lorenz Kohler's podcast, calling their divorce peaceful and denying she took anything, saying assets were split fairly. Post-divorce, Tendai dated businesswoman Edith Chibamu in 2020, linked to Swiss Gold International, and model Adu Adams, but those fizzled out. By 2023, he found love with Rumbidzai Mazvies, a Zimbabwean beauty, and they welcomed a son, Mukundi Zane, that year. Rumbai, whose age isn't public, likely in her 30s, kept a low profile but appeared in Tendai's Instagram posts. In 2025, they were still together, and she's likely mourning his loss. Tendai also had a son, Cristiano, with actress Zinel Ngwenya from a customary marriage before Thando. Zinel accused him of being a deadbeat dad in 2017, but they reconciled, and she denied using her Sangoma powers against him post-divorce. Family-wise, Tendai was close to his roots in Bulawayo. His parents, Silas and Christine Ndoro, raised him in Lviv with strong Christian values. He had a twin brother, Tekudzwa Ndoro, a goalkeeper who played for teams like Bulawayo City and Botswana's Gilport Lions between 2015 and 2019. Tekudzwa kept a lower profile but supported Tendai's career. Tendai's parents were private, but he often credited their sacrifices, like funding his early training, for his success. He gave back to Bulawayo, funding community projects and visiting often. His kids, Cristiano and Mukundi Zane, plus his twin and parents, were his core family. No major feuds were reported, they rallied around him during his health and financial struggles. In 2025, tributes from his family highlighted his role as a loving son and dad, with Tekudzwa calling him "my other half" on social media. Speaking of children, Tendai had two known kids. Cristiano, born to Zinel Ngwenya, a House of Zwide actress and Sangoma, was around 10 to 12 in 2025. Tendai initially denied paternity, leading to a 2017 DNA test demand by Zinel, but they later co-parented amicably. Mukundi Zane, born in 2023 to Rumbidzai Mazvies, was about 2 when Tendai passed. Tendai adored his boys, sharing proud dad moments on Instagram, like Zane in a tiny Pirates kit. He aimed to give them a stable life despite his own ups and downs, and they're likely under Rumbai's care now, with Cristiano possibly splitting time with Zinel. Now, the money talk. Tendai Ndoro's net worth in 2025 was estimated at $1 to $5 million, per sources like briefly.co.za and net worth and salary, though exact figures are murky due to his financial roller coaster. At his peak with Orlando Pirates and Al Faisali, he earned $6,000 weekly, $434,000 a month, and $100,000 monthly at Highlands Park before cuts in 2020. Endorsements were minimal, but he co-founded Tendai Ndoro International Group in 2020 with Edith Chibamu. His wealth took hits, the Alaroba bankruptcy in 2020, health costs, and divorce rumors fueled bankruptcy speculation. He owned a Kyalami home, valued at $500,000 to $1 million, and luxury cars like a Porsche 718 Boxster, Mercedes S63, and Range Rover, but Thando clarified these came post-divorce. In 2024, he flaunted a $120,000 Mercedes-Benz, suggesting some recovery. Much of his money went to family and charity. He funded schools and clinics in Bulawayo. His estate likely supports his kids and parents now. Tendai's lifestyle was a mix of footballer flash and Zimbabwean humility. At his peak, he lived in Johannesburg's upscale Kyalami Estates, a gated community with tennis courts and a dam, driving cars like a Jeep SRT and VW Golf GDI. Post-divorce, he returned to Zimbabwe, training with Simba Bora and living modestly in Harare. Daily routine, morning prayers, he was devout. Training, even post-retirement, and family time. Food was simple, sadza, grilled meats, and veggies, with occasional splurges on South African steakhouses. Travel was for football or family visits to Bulawayo. He avoided lavish vacations. Fashion was sporty, tracksuits, sneakers, and pirates gear, though he rocked suits for events. Hobbies included music. He loved Zimbabwean gospel, gaming, and mentoring young players. Health struggles shifted his focus to wellness. He followed a diabetic diet and leaned on faith. Socially, he hung with teammates like Kuta Mahachi and kept close ties with his twin. In 2024, he was back in the public eye, looking healthier and posting about his better than yesterday mindset with that new Merc. His charity work, funding ambulances and education, showed his heart for giving back. That's the full story of Tendai Ndoro, a 40-year-old legend gone too soon in 2025, with a $1 to $5 million legacy, 2 sons, a complex love life with ex-wife Thando, 42, and partner Rumbai, and a family rooted in Bulawayo. From chicken inn to pirates, his fire burned bright. What's your favorite Tendai moment? Drop it in the comments, like if this tribute hit you, and share with your football fam. If you want more bios like Kama Billiot or other warriors, let me know. Rest in peace, Fire 7, you made us proud. Catch you next time, peace out.